नमस्कार दोस्तों। सी डिजिटल कम्युनिकेशन का मैं आपको सोर्स एंड कोडिंग से रिलेटेड ही लाई हूँ। फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन इज यूनिफॉर्म क्वांटाइजर इज ऑल्सो नोन एज लो राइज टाइप, मिड राइज टाइप, हाई राइज टाइप और नन ऑफ द मेंशन। See what is uniform quantizer. Uniform quantizer means the quantizer in which the quantization levels are uniformly spaced. Okay, that means equally spaced. The spacing between the adjacent quantization levels is uniform in nature. It is not going to change. It is constant. Okay, and whereas if the quantization levels are non-uniformly spaced, it is said to be non-uniform quantizer. So mainly it is also known as mid-rise type quantizer. If there is a uniform quantizer, then it is also known as mid-rise type. Okay, what is quantization? You have heard in the last class also that I was talking about the quantization. Okay, I have taught you these questions. Okay, that spread spectrum, then quantization. See, quantization is what? Quantization means the process of constraining an input from a large value of the input. Quantization means what? That it is the process of restricting the value of the input signal from a continuous or otherwise large set of numbers to a discrete set. That means integers. Okay, that means I can write it as constraining the input from continuous. That means continuous is what? Large set of values, large set of numbers or values, constraining the input from continuous to a small set of numbers, a small set of numbers, or discrete values. That means you can say integers. So mainly rounding and truncation are the examples of the quantization process. It is an irreversible process, continuous in nature, to the a small set of values. That means discrete in nature. Means what we do here, mapping karte na. Mapping means we just take the values one by one. Okay, mapping from large set of values to the small set of values. Mapping of input from a large set of values to a small set of values. That means it is the small set of values is discrete in nature, integer values, and large set of values, that means continuous in nature. So this is quantization. Okay, now next question is the SNR value can be increased. SNR value can be increased by increasing or decreasing, or does not depend on or none of the mentioned number of levels. See, SNR value can be increased by increasing the number of levels. That means as the number of bits of quantizer increase, as number of bits, that means n, of quantizer increase, SQNR, that means signal to quantization ratio, increases, but at the same time the bandwidth requirement for transmission ratio also increases. You know the formula that SQNR, signal to quantization ratio, is 1.76 plus 6 n dB. Okay, so as the number of bits per sample increases, the signal to quantization ratio also increases. Okay, so it is mainly what? That when the number of bits increase, when the number of levels increase, okay, then you can say that SQNR also increases. Okay, so answer is A option. Next question is prediction gain. You know what prediction gain means? The guessing factor. This I can predict the nature of the output of this signal. Yeah, I can predict the result, the outcome. So prediction gain is dash for better prediction. That means prediction gain increases. Prediction gain should increase for better prediction. Next question is delta modulation. You know delta modulation is what? It is a special case of DPCM. It is a special case of DPCM, differential pulse code modulation. Okay, when the samples of a signal are highly correlated, when samples of a signal are highly correlated, then we get DPCM in order to save the bandwidth, or using the same bandwidth or at higher data rate. Okay, at higher data rate. RB is the data rate. Okay, so delta modulation is what? It is the special case of DPCM, and DPCM means when any sample of the signal are highly correlated. Correlation is what? It is a measure of similarity of the signals. So when these are highly correlated, or their resemblance is more, so we go for DPCM. Okay, in order to save the bandwidth, or using the same bandwidth at higher data rate to save bandwidth. This is the aim. So delta modulation, it is called 1 bit DPCM. Why? Because it transmits 1 bit per sample. It transmits 1 bit per sample. Okay, so this is delta modulation is 1 bit DPCM. So this is the right answer. So you should be knowing also that what is delta modulation. It is the ki special case of DPCM. It comes under the category of DPCM all. And DPCM mein what we do, we use the prediction filter na. Next question is just go for next question. 1 bit quantizer is what? Is it a hard limiter? Is it a 2-level comparator? It is a hard limiter and 2-level comparator. Yeah, it is a hard limiter and 2-level comparator. Okay, see, 2-level comparator does what? Comparator just compares the signal with its reference input. So it's also that limiter is also going to limit the signal. So 1 bit quantizer is what? That is it is a hard limiter and 2-level comparator. Okay, next question is, if a step size is increased, what is a step size? A step size means the difference between the steps. Yeah, the difference between the adjacent steps. So when a step size is increased, what happens? SOD, slope overload distortion occurs, granular noise occurs, or when the step size is increased, in order to prevent the slope overload distortion, then granular noise occurs. See, you should be knowing that when does this slope overload distortion occurs? When input is changing very fast. If input is changing very fast, then delta modulation में SOD होता है, slope overload distortion occur. That is mod of delta by ts, mod of delta by ts less than mod of dmt by dt. dmt by dt was the rate of the change of the message signal with respect to time. So this is the condition. See, I'm just rubbing it. Okay, so delta by ts less than mod dmt by dt, this is SOD occurs. The condition was SOD to occur. Okay, now in order to prevent the slope overload error, we choose optimum size of the step size. That's why it is written that step size increased. So it means what it should be? It means, you know, delta by ts should be greater than equal to mod dmt by dt. Have you heard upon this? Delta by ts should be greater than equal to mod dmt by dt in order to avoid the SOD condition. Okay, to avoid SOD. So this is the condition. Okay, now let's go to next question. Which helps in maintaining the step size? Delta modulation, PCM, DPCM और ADM. See, adaptive means changing. Adapt कर लेता है जो. So ADM, adaptive delta modulation, helps in maintaining the step size. ठीक है. That means you can say in adaptive delta modulation, step size is chosen in accordance with the message signal. Step size is chosen in accordance with message signal, and which is a sampled value in order to overcome the SOD error and hunting. ओके हम क्या करते हैं एडीएम में, हम स्टेप साइज की वैल्यू इस तरह से एडजस्ट करते हैं, वी आर जस्ट गोइंग टू मॉडिफाई और चेंज द वैल्यू ऑफ द स्टेप साइज इन अ मैनर दैट मैसेज सिग्नल शुड बी sampled like this way in order to avoid sort error. अगर मैसेज जो है इट इज़ वेरिंग एट अ हाई रेट देन स्टेप साइज इज हाई, इफ मैसेज इज वेरिंग स्लोली देन स्टेप साइज इज स्मॉल. कहने का मतलब क्या है, इसमें हम क्या करेंगे एडीएम में कि इफ मैसेज वेरीज फास्ट एट अ हाई रेट तो यानी कि स्टेप साइज भी आपका जो होगा इट इज हाई, फर्स्ट केस. सेकेंड केस इज व्हाट, इफ मैसेज इज वेरिंग slowly, if message is varying slowly then step size is small. Okay, so ADM. Next question is the low pass filter at the output end of DM delta modulator depends on C step size, quantization noise, bandwidth or none of the mentioned. See, the design of the low pass filter at the output end of delta modulator, it always depends on the bandwidth, how much the band of the signal is. For example, you have heard upon R should be less than equal to C, na? Information rate should be less than equal to the channel capacity. So the low pass filter, if there is a delta modulator, so at the output of which goes to some low pass filter, so it depends upon the bandwidth of the delta modulated signal, that how much is the signal bandwidth it, so that it can accommodate the desired range of the low pass filter signal in order to reconstruct the output, the actual signal. Okay, so the answer will be bandwidth. Next question is, in early late timing error detection method, if the bit is constant then the slope is close to 0, close to infinity, close to origin. What if the bit is constant and does not change, then the slope will be close to 0. In early late timing error detection method, if the bit is constant, that is the number of bits, if it is constant not changing, then the slope will be close to 0. Okay, next question is, the theoretical gain in zero crossing TED is greater than early. TED means early late timing ही हो गया ना ये detection method. TED timing error detection. TED means timing error detection. Timing, I'm telling, timing error detection. The theoretical gain in zero crossing TED is greater than early late TED. True है, because the theoretical gain in zero crossing timing error detection is twice more than that in the early late timing error detection method, so it is true in nature. Theoretical gain crossings क्या होते हैं, means जैसे for example there is a horizontal axis and the signal is just rising and then falling, then rising and then falling, then the edges at which here it is going to reduce and here it is again rising, so these two edges are known as zero crossings. Okay, next is non-uniform quantizer. Okay, dash increases distortion, decreases distortion, or how doesn't affect. See, non-uniform quantizer decreases the distortion, it decreases, reduces the distortion effect. ठीक है, because non-uniform quantizer is what, in which the step size, in which the quantization levels are not uniformly spaced, they are not equally spaced, they are unequally spaced. Okay, so here is the case. Okay, so it decreases the distortion. Distortion is what? It is a change in the shape of the signal, change in shape of signal waveform, change in shape of signal waveform. Next question is, vector quantization is used in what? Vector quantization, audio coding, speech coding, video coding, or all of the mentioned. Vector quantization जो होता है, it is widely used in speech coding for digital cellular systems, for digital cellular systems. Spectral density of white noise. See, this is white noise. Okay, you know white noise, it has a wide PSD and not by 2, na? It has a wide PSD. PSD is what? Spectral density, the power per unit bandwidth as a function of frequency. So spectral density of white noise is exponential in nature? No, it is uniform in nature. it is Poisson or it is Gaussian. Spectral density of white noise is uniform in nature, neither Poisson nor Gaussian. Okay, because it has a high range of frequencies. It exists from infinite minus negative to plus infinity, minus infinity to plus infinity. Okay, next question is the probability density function of envelope of narrow band noise. Okay, is what? PDF, probability density function. PDF, you know, it is denoted by fx6. Okay, this is equal to minus infinity. No, that is only mean. Okay, so PDF of the envelope of narrow band noise is uniform in nature. No, it is Gaussian in nature. Yes, it is Rayleigh or Rayleigh. It is generally Gaussian function. Okay, next question is the type of noise that interferes much with the high frequency transmission. Okay, is it flicker noise? No. Is it white noise? No. It is short noise? No. It is transit time noise. You know, the noise that interferes much with the high frequency transition is transit time. Flicker noise is also called as demodulation noise, and it occurs at low frequencies. White noise, you all know that PSD is constant in nature. It exists from minus infinity to plus infinity. ठीक है. Short noise occurs in electron tube devices ना. Next question is thermal noise power of a resistor depends upon its what? You know that thermal noise power Pn, this is thermal noise power, this is equal to KTB. Okay, so it depends upon what? It depends upon the noise temperature. It does not depend on its resistance value or bandwidth or ambient temperature. It depends upon its noise temperature. Okay, so if you like my questions, kindly like, share and subscribe. Till then, goodbye.